What is up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Pistol Salvo augment and letting you know if I think this augment is worth using in Season 4. As always, if you guys do enjoy this video, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you like to see more, and comment down below what you think of this augment and if you think the suppressed pistol is worth using. This augment is like scoped salvo. On the scoped weapons, it gives you 15% more damage, but 15% less fire rate on pistols. And with the current loot pool, this only affects the suppressed pistol. Before we get into like the hard stats of what the augment does, I'm just going to talk about the suppressed pistol itself in the game currently and why you might want to be using this weapon. Like, as far as it being a spray weapon goes, like if you're going to be comboing this with a shotgun, I don't think it really stacks up well to any of the SMGs in the game right now, especially without augments to improve the amount of bullets you get in the mag, like pistol amp or pistol recycle. The magazine size on this weapon is very, very limiting, and those augments don't exist in the game currently right now. So I feel like you're going to have a hard time, not really a hard time, but like there's not really much of a reason to use this over the SMGs. Even the tactical pistol, which was, I think, better than the suppressed, once the pistol amp augment got removed, or the pistol recycle augment wasn't in the game at the time, like you didn't really see as many people using this as a spray weapon. A lot of people just started using the SMG instead, or the pulse rifle in Season 2. The mag size on the pistol, on the suppressed pistol, is even worse though. The base version of this weapon has 12 bullets in the mag, and then the exotic shadow tracker has 16. So the mag size isn't great. And then as far as like, let's just say mag size was not a concern, I feel like as far as it just being a weapon goes, the combat SMG or the Stinger SMG are going to be much better spray weapons. So I don't really think the pistol really serves that purpose well, but where it does kind of fit in the current meta, I think, is more of like a jack of all trades style weapon in a 2-gun setup, because it is very versatile. It can do the close range. It can be like an okay-ish spray weapon. And then it can also do more medium long range. Like, it's not going to be great at that, but it's better at that than the SMGs. And so where I think it would be good is if you want to carry 2 guns, like let's say you're using Sharp Tooth, the pistol, shockwaves, the ice wall, and heals. This is a setup that I've been using a lot, but instead of the pistol, I use the twin mag AR. I feel like you could replace the twin mag AR with the pistol in this setup. I think I personally would prefer it with the twin mag AR, but like you get a little better at close range, I think, with the pistol instead of the twin mag AR. But the twin mag AR is so good that I feel like it's just rough to really want to not use it at this point in time. You know, I would rather just have the rifle, which is incredible at medium to long range and then can kind of still do the close range, than having the pistol, which is maybe a little bit better in close range than the twin mag AR, but really falls off in longer ranges. And then where I think this pistol really fits best in the current meta is going to be if you wanted to carry a sniper. If you wanted to carry a sniper but still only use 3 guns, I think this would work great. So like, let's say you're using the suppressed sniper, a shotgun of your choice, the suppressed pistol, heals, and then shockwaves, and then you can kind of again use the pistol as more of like a close range spray weapon, but also in more medium range. And then obviously at medium long range, it's going to not really be able to compete with the twin mag AR. But if you wanted to use the sniper, then you know you have the sniper for that anyways. And especially if you're a very good consistent player with the sniper, I think this could be a very good setup with the suppressed pistol, is to use it in a sniping like loadout. So I'll have the stats on screen now, but when you boil it down, Pistol Salvo reduces your fire rate from 6.75 to 5.74. So it's about 1 less shot per second. The fire rate stat in game is how many bullets the weapon shoots per second. And then you gain about 3 to 4 damage per body shot and about 7 to 9 damage per headshot. And this is not an insignificant amount of damage. Like, it makes the headshots on this weapon very melty. It definitely feels good to use. I've always enjoyed using the pistols once they made them fully automatic, like the tactical pistol and the suppressed pistol now. Even last chapter, the sidearm pistol wasn't fully automatic, and I really enjoyed using that. So it's like with Pistol Salvo, you definitely do get something. That added headshot damage is very nice, and it does make it a little more viable in those medium to long range fights, like I was kind of talking about before. If you did want to combo this with a sniper, or you did want to use this instead of the twin mag AR in a 2-gun setup, I think it definitely can be usable. It's just probably not as optimal as using like the twin mag AR would be in that first kind of setting we talked about. But that's the change. One less damage per second, or one less bullet per second, sorry. And then you gain body shot damage, and you gain about almost 9 headshot damage in some instances, especially with the shadow tracker pistol, which, like, let's be real, if you're going to be using the suppressed pistol, it's probably because you have the shadow tracker. Not only does it have a better magazine size, but you get more damage, and you get the effect to ping people, which it can be really, really good in team game modes. You can buy this from the PLE NPC at Steamy Springs. And another thing that is good about the Pistol Salvo Augment is that since one of the biggest weaknesses of the weapon is the magazine size, like I talked about, you do end up with more damage per mag when you use this augment because you do get that added damage. It doesn't really solve the problem. It doesn't make your magazine larger, but it does kind of make it to where you can get more out of each mag because you are getting more out of each bullet. So, like, overall, if I was going to use the pistol, I would definitely be wanting to use the Pistol Salvo Augment as well. And again, like I said, I would pretty much only use the pistol if I was using the shadow tracker for some reason. But with how the game is currently, I don't really see myself using that much aside from, like, trying to get gameplay for this video. If I really wanted to snipe, I think it'd be great in there, but I don't really snipe much in this game. And then as far as it replacing the twin mag and that setup we talked about before, it definitely felt a little bit better at, like, the close to medium range fights. But once you get into long range fights, and if you are going to be playing off your ice wall and playing off of cover a lot, you know, you're probably going to be in those medium to long range fights a decent amount. I would just much rather have the twin mag for that. But yeah, I think the Pistol Salvo Augment is really cool. It would be interesting to see how this would play out if we had, like, the sidearm pistol or the combat pistol in the game, where they already have higher damage, and then this would give you even more damage, but, you know, the fire rate on them was less than these fully auto ones. And then also, if pistol recycle comes into the game, or the pistol amp augment comes back into the game, because augments do get, like, unvaulted every week or so. If either of those augments do end up being in the game, the shadow tracker might be really good in that kind of 2-gun setup I was talking about, replacing the twin mag AR. I think it would be insane in that if we did have pistol recycle, or if we did have pistol amp. But with how the magazine size is now and how insane the twin mag AR is now, I just don't really see myself using it. The pistols have always been really fun to use in this game, but I just don't really think it is the meta right now. In Chapter 4 Season 1, we definitely did have the tactical pistol, which was really strong, viable option. Now, the suppressed pistol kind of feels more like not necessarily a meme, but something you do more just for fun, unless you really like the fact that the shadow tracker can ping people. But again, that's going to the exotic. Let me know what you guys think of this augment down in the description, or down in the comments below. I know a lot of people really like using the pistol. It's really fun and satisfying to use, but with how the loot pool is currently, and with how the magazine size is on this weapon, I don't really see myself using it much. All real players, and you'd have to end up playing more conservatively? I don't think so. Shadow Tracker's godlike here. Maybe not. I thought he was in the bush. Oh, there's a rock there. GG's.